Good morning and welcome back. It's toasty outside. It doesn't really matter what the temperature is. It's already toasty warm. It's 31 degrees in La Plata, Missouri. I've just seen a weather update. 4 is a little, Southwest Chief 4 is a little on the late side. Anybody really surprised? No. Yeah. So, one thing I forgot last night, Clayton Kershaw got his 3,000th strikeout. Yeah. I did find something newsworthy as well. So the NHL, the NHLPA, the IIHF, and the IOC finalized an agreement to let the NHL players go to Italy for the upcoming Olympics, Winter Olympics. And apparently it said that it opens the door to a possibility of going to the French Alps in 2030. So yeah. Well, I'm holding the info here. It's on the clue here. So, the fashion designers for 1,000. Yesterday's answer. In 2022, Tom Ford said au revoir to his namesake brand, selling it to this cosmetics company that was founded in New York, not Paris. Question, what does Estee Lauder? Yeah. Double Jeopardy time. Holidays past. For 400. Answer, St. Patrick's Day 1969. She becomes the first female Prime Minister of Israel. I can definitively tell you I have no idea. Way before my time. Way before my time. Now I played Game 6 this morning. I just finished Game 6. And here's what happened. Edmonton over Calgary. Series tied at 3. Toronto over St. Louis. Series tied at 3. Hartford over Montreal. Yeah, you guessed it. Series tied at 3. Rangers over Washington. Rangers win series 4-2. Surprise! Rangers bucked the trend. They're like thinking, geez, they couldn't buck they had to buck our trend? Fools. So yeah, the Rangers are the only one who won a series in Game 6. So Saturday night, 3 Game 7s. What's going to happen? Somebody's going to win, somebody's going to lose. We're going to have our conference finalists. Yes. Now. Yeah. Of course, way back in 1986, that Edmonton Calgary one led to the Steve Smith own goal. He didn't come out far enough. He could come out an extra stride or two and tried making the pass. Nope, didn't come out far enough, and that's how the puck ended up hitting the back of Grant Fuhr's leg. Could. Oh, also, it happened to be his birthday. Yeah. He went from sadness to 86 to overjoyed in 87. As Captain Gretzky accepted the Stanley Cup, and the first player he handed it to, Steve Smith. Yeah, he thrilled, overjoyed. So there was some good out of that. Wasn't going to be. Who knows what would have happened if Edmonton had actually beaten Calgary that year, but we'll never know, will we? Much like the players' strike in '94. We'll never know, will we? At the time of the strike, Matt Williams was up to 43 home runs. The MLB record at that time was still 60. There was no Mark McGwire. We're still 8 years away from 4 years away from Mark McGwire and Sammy Sosa. Let's see what else. The Yankees was leading was on top of the American League. And the Expos are on top of the National League. The Braves were 6 games back. Who knows how that could have finished? Tony Gwynn was hitting .394. He could have made a series. He was playing pretty well. He could have made a serious run for finishing .400 had it not been for the strike. Then again, we'll never know. Yeah, that strike was the beginning of the end of the Montreal Expos, which was quite unfortunate. Quite unfortunate. They ended up being everybody else's farm team. And then MLB made the Expos play 22 games, home games, for a couples in Puerto Rico. And that happened 2 seasons in a row. It's like, why would you do that? Yeah, so that'll be that for that. There's got to be a whole lot of what ifs. But anyways, I think I'm done talking now. So in the meantime, and in between time, stay tuned for the next one.